Hey everyone, in this video I will break down the scene and go through all the steps I did for this scene. Before we jump in, just to let you know I am using Maya for basic blocking and for the other assets like cars, lamp, street props. For all of these I am using Sketchfab and Quixel plugin. If you want to know more about the Sketchfab plugin, do check out this video on my channel. Link in the description. To create my own custom textures I am using Quixel Mixer. And last but not least, this free tree pack from Marketplace. Link in the description. Let's start it. To keep the textures customizable and seamless, I will be keeping the same asphalt texture as a base and then add the other details on top of it. To give more details on the base texture I am adding some rubles so it doesn't look flat and boring when I enable the displacement. For the second variation I am placing this huge crack and making sure it doesn't go beyond the texture boundaries. Otherwise it will cause issues when I displace. I am also adding some wetness on the ground. This is very common in movies, to add more details on the ground instead of boring flat surface. If you want to add this filter, make sure you keep it for all the variation. Otherwise it will cause the seams in the reflections. I think 3 variants are good enough for this. All I have to do now is export these 3 variants separately. This is the simple scene I block out in Maya. All I need to do is add those textures on it which I created and then modify these cubes according to them. Before exporting, make sure these geometries have some supporting subdivisions for better displacement. And if you are wondering how I will displace it in Unreal Engine 5, do check out this video. Link in the description. After importing in Unreal, I realized that I forgot to scale the scene in right proportions. So just a little tip: add the player and then scale according to it. Now time to displace all these surfaces. I am not going in details for now. If you are interested to learn, do check this video. Looking much better. To give more details to the surface, I grabbed some of these props from Bridge. All I need to do now is populate the scene with these. A little tip: make sure to match the colors of these props with road. Now it started to look like something. I still need to add more details to it because the road area is covering the 50% of the frame, so it has to be detailed. Far better than what we had before. I can go on add more and more details, but I think it's good enough for now. After all, this area will be at the darker side, so no one gonna notice that much. Just a small change. I am adding some foliage, and it makes sense because there will be trees in the background. I kept these cards for a reason, because now I will add the black color to it, which will help to block the light and give the darkness behind the trees. Now it's a time to populate the background with some of these trees. I am aligning these from this specific camera angle and making sure it fits and look better in the frame. Now I am ready to place the other props like cars and lamp. Then I will light the scene. Let's start doing the lighting. Our only source for the light is just this lamp, so I will be focusing more in this area. Let's add the spotlight first and see how much it will help. And do keep in mind that the lumen is enabled throughout the process. So the light is bouncing on the trees as well, but not much. I will fix it by adding additional lights. Now time to add the fog. And it's ruining the whole scene. To fix it, enable the volumetric so it will generate more fog in light area. Now increase the fog height, it will remove the fog from the background. Some of it still remain. To fix that, increase the start distance. Now I can adjust the fog according to my need without any distraction. At this point I have achieved the results I wanted from this single light source. Now time to add the skylight for that blue sky and blue light bounces on the objects. Let's change the HDR with the custom one, and if you want to know how to create your own background HDR, do check out this video. Link in the description. Let's increase the size. I didn't expect it, that it can ruin this much. Maybe because of the skylight. At this point I realized that it will not be easy to achieve that beautiful blue light and background for this specific scene, so I played with it for a while. Then later I changed the whole process to artificial lighting. It didn't go well, so now I have to add the blue screen to simulate the sky. I am using the same emissive material from lamp, and I will change the colors and intensity according to the scene. Yes, this technique will work. All I need to do is add more depth in the background to stop the light leaking in those areas. And I will also start painting highlights, or you can say more bounces on the trees and towards the road with some additional lights. Now time to add the blue light. To simulate that, I am using the rectangular light as fill light. This will definitely give the results I want. In the end I will do simple color grading just by changing the temperature, contrast and all. Here are the final results. If you like what I am teaching, like, share and subscribe to the channel, and share this free knowledge with everyone just as I am sharing it with you.